video we're going to talk about the Simpson Desert 8-day Hema tour. Now this tour starts in Flinders Ranges and goes through to Birdsville over 8 days. So I want to start by talking about vehicle suitability. For this particular tour, most vehicles are okay, like a standard vehicle would be fine. There isn't really any technical driving, it's all sand driving and rough roads on this one. The biggest things to consider are fuel capacity and the quality of your tyres. So your fuel range should support around about 600 k's of hardpack sand driving, and that's between Mount Dare and Birdsville. That's the longest leg of unsupported fuel you'll need to do. So whether you have a long range tank or a couple of jerry cans, that's up to you. Tyres are the other thing to consider, and that's where we see most failures on Simpson Desert crossings. We strongly recommend like a good quality all-terrain or mud-terrain tyre. Road tyres just won't cut it. Your tyres need to have some good life left in them too. Don't start off the trip with semi-bald tyres or bald tyres. Only one spare is required. We get asked that a lot, should you bring 2 tyres, but one's plenty. What we do suggest though is bring a tyre repair kit. So both the plug style ones are good, and if you want to go that next step, the sidewall ones like a glue tread or something is also not a bad idea. In general, snorkels not required for the Simpson Desert, but there have been a number of years where we've had to cross deep water over at Air Creek. And there's a video here showing some of that sort of deep water crossings that you might come across in the conditions where the desert is flooded.
One of the bonuses that you get when you book on a long range tour with us is that you get a free pre-trip inspection on the vehicle that's booked on the tour. This means that the guys in the workshop will go over the vehicle and have a look for anything that might need to be fixed before your big trip. So you could book your vehicle in at our Pakenham workshop or our Narellan workshop, and the guys will go over it and then let you know if there's any issues.
Let's look at packing now. So prepping your vehicle is probably another really important thing to get the most out of this trip. You need to aim to pack as light as possible. Vehicles that we see damaged in the desert typically overweight, and that causes issues with breakages and bending and things like that, or just general poor handling. And the other thing is, poor driving standards. If you're sending it through the desert, obviously that's the other thing that causes breakages, but for the time being we're talking about packing. So this tour is self-camp and self-catered, which means you've got to bring your own camping gear, bring your own cooking gear and food. Now with your camping gear, just keep in mind set-up times, pack-up times. We typically move camp every day on most of our Hema tours, so you don't want a 2-hour setup or pack-up each day. That's sort of going to wear you out over the course of the tour. Choose gear that's simple to use and understand how to use it before you leave. Don't show up with a fancy tent that you've never opened up before, because it'll lead you to headaches. Make sure your gear is comfortable. If you're not sleeping well for the duration of the tour, obviously you're not going to have a great experience, so something that's comfortable, warm, if you're in a cold climate tour, that sort of thing. This one can be cold in winter. We see down to 0 in the desert in winter, and probably up to 30 in the middle of the day. There's plenty of cooking options that are available or suitable. Consider something simple though. So a good quality single or dual gas burner stove will get the job done. We use the jet boiler like you see here. Just don't plan to cook on the fire each night. So some of the day's events may mean a late arrival into camp, and that can mean that there's not enough time to start a fire and prep it for cooking, which takes probably an hour or so in itself before it's ready to cook on. So just some instant cooking is a great idea. For drinking water, carry enough capacity for 3 or 4 days. You don't need to carry the whole trip's drinking water from the start. You can always buy those 10-litre cubes of water each time you refuel your vehicle. Most of the outback roadhouses have those. So let's look at the itinerary now. This itinerary starts in the southern Flinders Ranges, or near there. The first 4 days of the tour are about making our way to the desert. So we travel via the Flinders Ranges. We stop at a couple of stops along the way there in the Flinders, which are quite nice. We see some great Aboriginal rock art in an area just near there, and then we head up towards the Unundata track. So on the Unundata track we visit a number of locations both on and off the track. We cover the history of the Unadata track, which is the overland telegraph line, the old Gann line, Aboriginal trade routes before all of that, and an early exploration history. The second half of the tour sees us setting out into the Simpson Desert from Mount Dare. So we cross west to east in the Simpson on this particular tour. And some of the highlights of the desert itself are, the Dalhousie Hot Springs. You may have heard of those. It's a mid 30 degrees, big natural lake. It's amazing to swim in early in the morning. You'll see wild dingoes potentially, and wild camels. We cross a number of salt pans and clay pans, and we hit Popple's Corner, which is the intersection between 3 states, South Australia, Northern Territory and Queensland. Day 8 of the tour sees us tackling Big Red. So this is the tallest sand dune in the Simpson Desert. They start smaller over in the west and then they finish with the biggest one in the east. Big Red is about 40 metres high, so that's the last sand dune we tackle to actually get out of the desert. And we finish the tour in Birdsville. Birdsville, we put on a farewell dinner at the Birdsville pub and we stay at the caravan park there, which is quite nice. So that's where we conclude that tour. You can take scenic flights from Birdsville Aviation do that. Once the tour is concluded, you can jump on and see the desert again from the sky, or you can go down and see Lake Eyre depending if there's water in it, or just the general sightseeing tour around the area. As with all of our tours, you can book online at www.adrenalineoffroadcentre.com.au, and if you look under the 4x4 tours section there, or if you Google search for Hema tours, you'll also find them. Check out our socials, you'll find all the images of what we've been doing lately, or call one of the stores and have a chat to one of the sales team who know just about everything there is to know about setting your vehicle up for travelling Australia.